Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've had a few comments lately about why I haven't posted anything for a wee while, and well, the reason is because we've been doing a lot of travelling around New Zealand in this thing, and some of you might have seen this before, but it's our little teardroppy camper. And it's been, well, I thought it was pretty boring, but apparently people actually love to see where we go and what we do. And I've actually done a little bit of a rejig on this thing just recently, well, just on the weekend actually, and I just want to show you what I've done. So originally, this is a 100 amp battery, 12 volt battery that used to go into that there. But the problem is, it was in a battery box and it took up a lot of space. And we went away to Wanaka a little while back, and the problem is we had cloud and rain for about 4 days and it couldn't charge. So as a result, the battery went flat, and some of the fridge has stopped running. So as a result, when we got back, we had this put on the roof, if you can see that. It's a permanently mounted solar panel, 300 watt solar panel, and along with that we also had it wired up, and you can just see in here I can put in an additional solar blanket that we already have, and that plugs in. So that combined with a solar blanket, we're looking at 500 watts of solar we can plug in. But now, just recently, I took the box out and replaced it because I was looking at putting in a second battery, but the battery that's in here, they don't make that brand anymore, and it was too old anyway, so the new ones aren't compatible because the BMS system isn't compatible with the old ones. So I had to buy 2 new ones. Now, just as a disclaimer, nothing on this thing is free, is nothing sponsored. It's all paid and bought and paid for by myself and my wife, and we work for a living, so we have no sponsorship. And as a result, so these 2 batteries, each one of those is 100 amp, 12 volt, and they are, what brand are they? Watt Cycle batteries, which just arrived on Christmas Eve, and I spent a bit of a break wiring them up. I had to, of course, buy some cables to join them together and some new plugs, but I used the existing controller and all the wiring that was already there to wire it all up. So now we have 200 amps combined. The only thing is to keep them all topped up with the solar panel, which I think we'll be fine, but we're yet to go away in this to test it. So they sit quite happily apparently on this side, like that, and now we can plug in both fridge and a freezer, and of course we can also use a inverter to run mains powered stuff. So, and what I did with this is, again, I went and bought some new cables and attached an existing 500 watt inverter on there. So now I have a solar controller and an inverter, so I can actually run something separately on that. And yeah, hoping it'll work fine. You can take it away. So it's virtually a power station. So there you have it. That's what we've been doing, and we're going to be heading away in a few weeks.